Hello guys, I am back today to have you help me work on adding pockets and some of the Christmas things I designed to put in it. So I thought, and it's a fat little thing, and oh my goodness, it's too new and I keep trying to stretch it and it just, it's got a lot in it. That's one of the big reasons. Okay. Plus the little golden book, So, all right. So here I want to do the library pocket. But if you remember back in Christmas in July, we did Christmas pockets. So that's what I'm going to pull out first, is this Christmas pocket. And do you guys remember making those? And so I'm kind of going with the theme of pine cones, holly, and Christmas trees. And of course, oh, St. Nick. So this was made, and these actually they actually stick onto your book. So I'm just going to put this right dab here. And I think it will look great when we're done. I am going to add a little bit of glue on here too, because there's some bare spots. And I don't ever want anything to fall out of anybody's book. So I hope you guys are having a great morning. This is Wednesday morning, November the 6th. So, I'm just trotting along here. Not really trotting, but trying to get each day to get better. And I have my retreat I go to tomorrow night, and then it starts on Friday. I have to drive down tomorrow night. So, yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. So, we're going to put this library pocket in here first. Now, you want to kind of center it the best you can. Where you think it looks good. To each their own, And I made several of these, if you guys remember right. And we decorated the cards and everything. We made it really Christmassy. It's one of my favorite things is decorating. It's my very favorite part. Craft with me's, doing decorations. And it's, doing your challenges to get everything where you want it. Okay. Now, on all of the cardstock, I did a red zigzag. And I have to say myself, they're pretty straight. Pretty proud of those. And now, this is some of it here, but we've got to decide what we're going to use next. So, I say we put on pockets so we know where to put things, right? So, let's do a belly band first. Let's find a place for a belly band. Okay, our belly band is red background. And I like to match up. Let me look here. I like to match up certain things. Well, now that would have been fun, but I want to make sure it all looks good together. I'm thinking right here. Now, I did zigzag the ends where we're gonna put the glue. And I tried to make sure everything was inked. There probably will be things that have been missed. And I'm sorry if there is, but I try real hard for it to not be inked. I want it to be inked. So I try real hard not to let it be left without ink. So, okay, so here we go. We're going to put this straight down. And if we decide to add something to it later, we can. It's up to everybody's own choice. I think It's just a hair long. Yeah, just a little tiny bit, but that's okay. We will just take our scissors and trim it off right there, see? I measured beforehand, but still, you know, you miss things sometimes. Now, if I can get my scissors on here, there we go. Now, back to the belly band. Make sure everything is sticking down nicely. All right. There we go. Now, where in the world did oh, there went the strip of paper, which was gluing itself to my scissors. So let me get a wet paper towel. Okay. So, my goal is to try to make a lot of Christmas books. Right now, I'm doing the custom. So, there is a video, a few videos back, where I brought out the golden books that I had to use and told you if you wanted one, that I was going to do the custom orders first. And that's just simply because, you know, I don't want them to be left out. Now, at some point, we can put this little guy in here. I love making these journaling cards because they're so cute. But we're going to let it dry, but we'll lay it right there. Okay, so now we've got, we've got two little pockets like this. But let's put in our flat pockets first. You know, I always like flat pockets too. And the reason is, I don't know, sometimes you have ephemera that just doesn't want to, you know, stick or hold the actual, ooh, I didn't notice that this doesn't have anything but talks about etching, which it's a part of the other side has reef or up above it. So I got to think of something I want to put here because I don't really like that much. No, not that. We need something that I said that I'll probably do some flip outs. And everything's so, you know, I don't want something to pop off of this slick paper. I'm still looking here. Oh, wrong one. I've got this pocket that goes with the digital, which is precious. Or I can do this side with the Santa, which is what I think I'll do on here. So we'll just turn this over. It has a Santa Claus in this one. But I have one that has two little girls. Because I happen to know this lady has two little granddaughters. And so we want it to be perfect. I'm going to wait on this because I'm not sure. I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to think on it. I don't want to jump right into it. All right. So on these plaids with the zigzag, I'm thinking if I decorate on them, it's going to be on this side. But I don't want to take away any of the journaling situation. So I'm thinking this red would look good on here. But then you have this red, orange, and yellow. But it's pretty covered up, I would say. I really don't like to cover up too much of the white pages. But we could do this. And let's see. I thought about flipping this out too. So I'm going to think on that one, okay? And then we've got lots of pockets. Lots and lots of pockets. And I think we'll go through and fill all the pockets at the end because we want it to look, you know, pretty snazzy. Okay, let me think here for a minute. I don't think I have anything this big. This is the collage Santa that we did. And I want it to have freedom in here. So I'm thinking like in here. And I don't know that for sure yet, but I'm going to put it there for now. Okay, and then I'm still trying to find the perfect place. Well, let's go on to the second signature and see what we've got over there. We need something with brightness right here, don't we? Like something that, see, I like this tag with this. But we need some kind of pocket to kind of match it here. And I don't really want to add any more pockets. So this is too small. Let me see what all we got. Over here. And then we also have this. Now, it's attached, but that's only if you put them on ahead of time. Let me cut this. I like these little kind of at an angle pockets. And they also are kind of flat, but that's okay because we got a lot. We got a lot of pockets to put in this book, and I definitely want this to have it right here. Let me make sure I cut it long enough. Yes, I did. I did a lot of zigzagging. You'll be surprised at how much I did. Okay, so got quite a bit of glue right there. I hope it behaves. I'm sorry, my voice is still a little on the hoarse side. But that's all right. All right. So I'm going to pull it over as far as I can. And put it on here. Yeah. Now see, I think we're going to like this. And we might be able to go back and add some kind of other decoration to the pocket. Look how cute. Let me get my eraser. This little guy, I got a little chilly, so I threw my sweater back on. You never know how you're going to feel. Okay, so we got that number off of there. Let's go ahead and get this one off too. I number the pages, and that's how I keep them in order. One of the parts that I keep them in order. Okay, so we're going to put this little tag in here. And this is an open out little tag. And it'll be in here soon. I'm thinking, do we want to put a little tree or something right here? Maybe even a wreath. Let me see what I have over here in my little stack. Well, no wreaths. I must have put them back in my little box. I had to clean up in order to do this. I'm telling you, it just takes over your life. I mean, seriously. Now, see, here's a star. Nah, don't want that. So, Nope, don't need that blue in there, do we? I'm still looking. I like the red that says joy. That definitely has to be inked. That white will be too bright. My favorite way to do these little things that you put on front of your pockets is to pop them up. But it's hard to do that when you're making December dailies because it's already going to be full enough. So you don't want to... Okay. All right. So we're going to put joy right here. And I did this joy because I'm just showing you from a designer standpoint. I did this circle because of this circle-ish. And that's why I was looking at the star. I kind of like to bring them all together, if you know what I mean. Okay, so here is this. Let's just leave it there till the pocket dries. Okay, all right. Let's move along. Now, this is a good spot on this envelope to put something that, you know, you didn't plan on maybe. We're going to move along and finish these pockets first. I'm thinking out loud. I don't have one that I think, well, maybe this one. No, it's too dark. It's too dark for, and that is a definite journaling place. So we'll move along here and see what we can come up with. We are not at the end yet. I like this because you have these circles. The acorns are not circles, but it can be like a little, you can look at it and feel like it's the same. I was going to put all these pockets on last night, but I like you to go through the process with me. I always kind of bring it to the outside as much as I can. That way you don't have your binding get real bulky. If I don't talk a lot today, guys, it's because I'm still having issues with feeling super dry mouth and, you know, and just drinking constantly is what I've been doing. Okay, so now let me see if we have something made that we might want to put in here. And I think it needs to be something flat. I think we made a lot of, little or big things and not a lot of little things. So we will definitely be filling pockets. We may have to make some more things to do it. Here's also this really cute Santa. Isn't he adorable? He's going in there. He can go in there whether he likes it or not. Okay, now let's move along. See what we got. I'm going to try to see these, erase these as I see them because I hate it if I miss them, you know. Ooh, this side's exciting and bright, right? Look at that. Ooh. That is green. That is green and red. Now, I could still, because this is kind of covered up. Yeah, and this has got green in it. So I could still put it there, but I just added one to that side. There's a lot of pockets, side pockets. Yeah, we got some filling up to do. Some filling up some pages. I like it right here. Let's do this one. But at least it's on the other side of the signature, right? I like it because of this unusual green in this picture. If you were looking at it up close, you'd see what I'm talking about. Sorry I sound so croupy. I'm not sick. Okay. Here we go. So the next one has to go in the front part of the book. We don't want them all in one section. And since it was an odd number, we want it to be right where it needs to be. No, we need something yellow and blue for that. Okay, now moving along, we're going to go back to the front. And I think instead of putting that there, we're going to put this pocket here. It goes really well. I hate it when it just pours out all over everything. Needs to behave. Now, if you notice, as I'm doing these, I'm matching up to colors. I like to kind of, when I can, when everything falls right, I like to try to mix it and make it like a double page layout, like it's all one scene or all one whatever. That's my goal usually. Okay, let's see if we have a place for this. Remember, we cut it in half, and I've actually got another one if we need it down the road. If not, we'll use it in another book. Okay, so we got that in. Let's see what we've got up here to deal with. Let's put this right here. It's a great journaling card. Goes great here. It's red and green. So I had a place here I saw just a minute ago. Not that one. Not here. Now, we've got this green and orangey red. I don't like that with this portion. We have so much to choose from, it's hard. And there's, you know, just places I don't want to put things for different reasons. Makes it kind of hard. Oh, I love these two colors together, don't you? Let's see if we've got something we can put right here. Nope, that's the wrong side. That's not the right side either. What about, ta-da, this Santa? Now you're asking me, well, what is that Santa? Well, he's like a library pocket, but he's not. You can put anything in him. He came from My Porch Prints, if you're interested in printing off any. They have all different kinds. Christmas and not Christmas. You know, which is kind of neat. Okay, so I'm going to very carefully try not to get too much glue because I'm hoping I'm sticking it in the right spot. It's going to glue onto the back. Okay, just so you know. And the inside part of the flaps. All right. Let's see. Well, I lost my place. That's all right. We'll find it. No problem. Okay, so I'm sliding this in. Now, you can slide it as far up as you want. And you want it to be straight. Whoops, that didn't work. You have to push it down all the way, guys. I just discovered. There's reasons. Sorry, I'm off screen. I had to keep that from falling. So you do have to put it all the way down. There's some that you can do that you can make them as tall as you want. All right. Okay, where were we? We are closer to the front. Oh, right here. Now, we can do it on this paper, or we can do it here on this envelope. I think I like it over here. But I'm going to put it down into the right corner. Now, do we want to make that a pocket? That's a big question, too. Because, trying to think what could be put into him. I know the front is a pocket, but I'm thinking up here. I think we're going to have so many pockets. I'm going to do it. And if the person decides they want to add some, they can. I don't like to, I want to make sure it has enough glue that it's heavier than some of the lighter papers. All right. Just making sure the important edges are covered. We'll probably get some glue coming out. Who knows? Oh, well. Okay, so here we go. I'm lining it up, sorta, with these little lines on the bottom. And because it's kind of curving, this book is just chunky. Because it's kind of curving, and I've got probably more in one signature, but I got carried away. Sometimes you can make a book and you can, before you know it, you have more papers in a signature, and then you look back at it and you don't want to leave any of them out because you worked hard finding them, and so then you have a little too much in your signatures. But I've done it so many times. It's hard to get it to do exactly what you want. Now, I'm going to close this because I don't want it, I don't want it to not be able to dry kind of flat. So this area doesn't have, it needs to be on the other side of the book. Okay, so let's go in here and see what we've got to choose from. And where will that be? This has got some pockets already, but it would have been really nice right there. Every time I look, it's on the wrong side of the page. Why was he in here? Oh, I liked him up against this when I was looking at it. But I don't know yet. I'm going to take him out till I know for sure. I'm thinking I need to add some other pockets. And I think this is going to be one of them. Let me see if it's the right size. Or do we want it like this? No, I want it like this. Okay. Just making sure that it's going to fit like it's supposed to. And now on this one, you want to put it as low as you can. Like I make it even with the edges. So it's like just part of the, it appears to just be part of the page. I hope that makes sense. But the glue is a little bit ugly right now. That's what happens when you get it right on the edge to glue. Some of it don't want to stay in. I don't have much to say today, guys. I just, you know, when you're just living at home, the only thing you have to complain or talk about is feeling like you had surgery. And anyway, it's hard. Got to get my little eraser. I don't want it to glue down in the spine to the next page. And that's very easy to happen. Okay, but that looks good there. Now, we can find something here. And again, see the circle over here? So, I think we need to find something that has a circle. Now, let me get my little box and get it back over here. Let's just see. Well, here's a circle, but it's it's big, but it looks up pretty good up against that wide paper, doesn't it? But this is cream. This is cream, and this complements by being white. Now, regardless, it'll get inked down. I'm just looking before I make a final decision. Usually, circles pop out pretty good when you have all your stuff together, because it's pretty obvious. And then here you have a red. Merry Christmas. I like that one better. I want them to kind of make sense. Here's a Christmas ornament. Looks cute. Wouldn't that be cute hanging down there if it didn't hang out? That's funny. Okay. We'll go with this one because it was the first thing I saw. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. But we definitely have to ink. So the next time you see this book, it will be for me to do the flip through. Now, that will not be anytime soon. This is a custom order, so I won't be sending it home or sending it to her till I get all 3 of them made. So I'll do a flip through on all of them at once. Okay, so now we're going to glue this little booger down. I have some beautiful new paper this year. It depends on kind of what the theme of your book is. But I have one that's called Country Christmas by Prima. So you know how beautiful that would be. That's several. I got the new Away in the Manger. I'm trying to think because there's so many of them. Okay, so that's perfect. Now, what are we going to put in there? I don't know yet. But we will figure it out as we go along. Okay, so now I really think one of these little Santas would look cute there. He has cranky look a little bit, but he looks a lot like the original Santa. Now, he could go here and he could be a tuck, but we don't need any more. I hope I don't sound like a drunk or something. It's really hard for me to talk unless I moist my mouth. All I can figure, it's one of the medications the doctor gave me to take. And it just dries me out. So this little guy he's going to get in here next to her, or it, or whatever it is going to be, because look how cool that is. And I know I have some little cards that have little girls with blue dresses on. So I am not going to do this as a tuck. Or should I? Let me think. If I do it as a tuck, it's just going to go here and here. And I'm worried about his head getting bent. So let's just see what it would look like. We'll use this little card. So I like it. Let's do it. I think it will be fine. I'm going to go up a little bit right there. Support him a little bit. some of these areas. Let's see. Thinking I could. I'm going to see how far I can get away with this. I could go up on his head, and they can only tuck from a certain direction. So let's see what happens. That way his head doesn't flop around, get bent. Ah, ink, you make me crazy. Let's see, right there. And it went down and got on 2 or 3 pages. I need to check our time. I'm not meaning to be slow, but you don't want to give this book to someone when things are all leaking glue and tacky looking. I try to make my books the way I'd want my books. So that makes a difference to me. All right, much better. And I think we should just go ahead and use, or we could use, let me find it here, the L. And you think, what? Why the L? Well, the L is the initial of this person. And I just thought, well, that will look cool in there. I like these cards whenever you can find them. They came out last year, and I haven't seen them since. Now, I have about used all of my letters, but I had not used this one. You just kind of flip through it and keep your fingers crossed that it's going to be the right one. So there you go. This is how that's going to look right there. Now, in this pocket, I don't want anything too bulky. So, and what I mean is, I don't want it to, I don't want it to bulk up the page because it's flat. Let's see what this looks like. See, it's already kind of bulking it up. I got to hold on to this until I have perfect. We want the pockets to dry before we actually put anything in them. Now, I love showing cards and stuff, but I don't want that to be the focus, because this is not an old vintage book, an old vintage card. So I'm thinking, let's put something. Ooh, I like this because it's got black in the background. This black is showing black on the music sheets. Yes, perfect. This just found a home. All right, so we're going to take the tags out. It's got 2 tags in it because what it was, I made this pocket. You guys were with me. And then I added a glassine bag on the back and put this little ho-ho right here. So, yeah. And we don't need a third one. So we're going to really glue this down. So it's, you know, just like it needs to be. Then I'm going to go up here I'm not going to be as crazy with the top because I'm afraid you'll be able to see it, but I'm just going to put a light coat. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to bring it over because I don't want it to bulk up the middle. These big things like this easily bulk up the binding of your book. Now this one's kind of heavy, so that's why I'm holding on to it. I love the tea-stained glassine bags. Okay, so there's just a little bit of glue coming out right here on this side. I hope you guys aren't bored because I'm not too full of life today. Now we can go ahead and put the tags back in. This says Christmas, Merry Christmas on it, and it folds out and you journal inside. And it's going to go in the Santa pocket right here and cover up the ho ho ho. Then we've got a decoupage with a velvet ribbon, and it's going to go in the back. I think I'm going to not put that one in yet because I'm afraid, you know, some of the glue might seep. So we'll let it dry. Okay, so now, let me see what time it is. Okay, we have like 10 minutes, okay? So let's see, let's move along, see what we can find. We're not filling the little pocket yet because we're going to be making or looking for special journal cards for that. And I don't want them to all look alike. This blends nicely, so that doesn't need anything. I need to look, and this does too. See, it's got this red here, and it's got all of this here behind. So we don't need to add anything there. I'm wanting something that I can add some black to. You know, something that might be black and white again. I might have to go over to the other music sheet and see what it looks like over there. Not sure. So let me find it. It should be in here somewhere. Let's see. Not there. I know that I put music sheets in both. Huh, that's weird. Maybe that was the one that I just did. Nope, that was it. So it's in the it has to be in the second signature. Let's see if we can go ahead and get this in now. Oh, I like the way that looks. Okay. Let's see. Where is the music sheet? I know it's in here because it's got some children around the world right there. But all of the music I'm using today, I mean, I'm going to use all the Christmas music I have till it's gone. So I like this matching that. So let's flip this over. oh, I don't want to cover any of that up. So that is not going to happen. So we just need to find something that's on the darker side, but this doily goes on there. So we'll just have to see. We'll keep looking. We'll find a spot. And he actually can be a great journaling card. Maybe that's what we need to do, is leave him as a journaling card. And put him like in one of the pockets or something. We'll look on that as we get done. Okay, now let's find what we're going to put on here next. Now this really cute envelope that we made. I love it. And I'm trying to decide where I want it. I don't know yet, so it's going to go right here. It's either going to hang over a page or it's going in the center with the other Santa. Okay, now I want to find a place to put this little guy. I love this picture of a dad with his 3 kids cutting down a Christmas tree. How much better can that get? I like that there too because it matches nicely. And it's the exact size that we need. Now, this one is going to be hinged. And we're going to bring it out like this. I know that the cream and the white, you know, aren't too super, but I like it. Now, I could also put this bag. Oh, I like this bag. You know why? Look, this looks just like our house used to look. And when Rick's parents passed away, or before they passed away, we wouldn't have these old antique toys. Look at that little truck. That is the kind of tree they picked. They would just go and pick it. Okay, so we're going to have a pocket right here. It says the Christmas tree. And I think this is perfect because we got black and red and blue and khaki color. It's going right in here. Now, I'm going to put it on here. Now, I'm not going to make it a pocket in the back because it'll be too heavy. Do you know what I mean? Alrighty. Perfect. I love to use bags in my projects. And I used a snap. So what I did is I poked a small hole, put the back of the stamp, I'll get it out in a minute, snap, and the front snapped onto that. So it's just awesome. It looks like the same age as the other things. Okay, so I think it's safe to put this down inside the bag. Wait a minute. Little bit of glue. I thought I won on this one. This book has been fun to decorate. And the more I make the you know, the more I come up with. So, you know, it's just, and sometimes I fall in love with one thing I decorate and everything gets that, you know. It just is fun that way. I might better leave that out till it dries. All right. Let's see. All right, guys, we are done for today. I will finish this book up. I know we didn't get a lot done on it, but I will finish it up. I will be leaving for my retreat tomorrow. So, this will be posted on Thursday, the day I leave. And I won't be back to do any videos until, you know, we've had some time to get past the retreat. I'll probably come home feeling pretty rotten. Whose fault is that? Mine, because I take chances. And I'm determined I'm not missing it. It's my favorite thing to do every year. So, I planned all my surgeries around, I planned all my surgeries around the retreat. So, well, this last one, I knew I was pushing it close. And I really have. But I'm not going to let that stop me. So, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you have a book, you know, go back and look at that video. If you see any books you want made, I plan on getting the custom ones done for sure. Because I'm just not moving as fast, getting up and getting things and all of that. It's getting up and down that's hard for me. So I try to get everything before I sit down. That's why it looks like a disaster. But I plan on making as many as I can. So if you for sure want one from me, you need to request it. And then as soon as all the customs are done, I'll just start making books. But you're more guaranteed a book if you do it ahead of time. So, all right, guys. Well, if you haven't subscribed, I encourage you to do so. And anybody who has since the last video, I appreciate you for doing that. It is usually way more exciting than just this old recovering Grammy. But I still love it. So you guys be good. I'll be good. And I'm going to have fun. I hope you have fun at home just crafting in your room. All right, guys. Bye.